Hello everyone, my name is Salam Ali Al-Mutani and today I will present my research on the abundance of Sohal surgeonfish in relation to turtle aggregations at the Dinamiyat Islands in Oman. Moving to the background, the Dinamiyat Islands are a protected natural reserve in the Gulf of Oman, about 70 kilometers west of Muscat. They are home to many marine species, including green turtles and Sohal surgeonfish. Sohal surgeonfish is an aggressive territorial herbivore. It has a sharp spine on each side of its tail. Previous researchers by Alwani and Colegos in 2005 and 2012 shows that this fish frequently moves or attacks green turtles that enter its feeding territory. My research question is, does the abundance of Sohal surgeonfish change between different locations? And is it related to turtle aggregation behavior? The common assumption is that turtles attract fish, but my hypothesis is the opposite. The fish actually drive turtles to cluster together as a defensive strategy. This idea comes from Vine in 1974 and Robertson and Colegos in 1976. My null hypothesis is that there is no significant difference in fish abundance among locations. Why does this matter? If fish abundance varies by location, turtles could simply avoid areas with many fish. But if fish are equally abundant everywhere, then turtles cannot escape mobbing by moving to another location. In that case, grouping becomes their only defense. This is called the risk dilution theory, which is described by Edmonds in 1974, which means that an individual chance of being attacked decreases as the group size increases. Moving now to the methods, I collected data from 5 locations at the Dinamiyat Islands. These are Turtle City, Lift of Turtle City, Ministry House, Turtle Bay, and Mushroom Rocks. I personally visited 3 locations. For the other 2, I used available video footage. Turtle City has 4 observations, Turtle Bay had 2, and the other locations has 1 observation each. All the sites are shallow reef flats at about 2 meters depth, covered with coral, rubble, and macroalgae, which is the main food for the green turtles. Now, for the data collection, at each location I recorded underwater video for at least 20 minutes during the daylight hours. I was using an Insta36 camera and also 2 of a standard underwater camera. In the lab, I watched these videos frame by frame and counted the maximum number of Sohal surgeonfish visible at one time within the same frame as a turtle aggregation. In total, I had 9 observations across the 5 locations. For the statistical analysis, I used the Kruskal-Wallis test. This is a non-parametric test, which means it does not assume the normal distribution of the data. I choose this test because my data are counts. My sample sizes are small and unequal, and the data are not normally distributed. The independent variable was location with the 5 categories. The dependent variable was the maximum number of Sohal surgeonfish per observation. I set the significance level at alpha equal to 0.05. Now the results. Here are my raw data. Actually, the graph of my raw data, which shows the highest counts were at Ministry House in the Turtle Bay, and the lowest counts were at the Turtle City. The statistical outcomes, the Kruskal-Wallis results gave me an H value of 6.77 with the 4 degrees of freedom. The P value was 0.15. Because the P value is greater than 0.05, there is no statistically significant difference in fish abundance among the 5 locations. I fail to reject the null hypothesis. Although the counts vary, these differences are not significant. Now, moving to the discussion or the main findings. So, what did we find? First, Sohal surgeonfish are present at all 5 turtles aggregations sites. Second, fish abundance does not vary significantly among locations with a p-value of 0.15. Third, the highest counts were at Ministry House in Turtle Bay. Fourth, the lowest counts were at Turtle City, but the difference is not statistically significant. The key insight is that mobbing pressure is constant across the Dinamiat Islands. Moving now to the interpretation, what does this mean for the turtle behavior? Because fish are equally abundant everywhere, turtles cannot escape mobbing by moving to another location. Fish are present at every site where turtles feed. Therefore, grouping is the only viable anti-mobbing strategy available to the turtles. This supports the risk dilution theory. This also connects to the main study of findings, which showed that the per capita attacks decreases significantly as the total group size increases. Now, to conclude, in conclusion, Sohal surgeon fish abundance does not differ significantly among locations at the Dinamiat Islands. The Kruskal-Wallis test gave us a p-value of 0.15. Mobbing pressure is a constant across the total feeding sites. Therefore, turtles cannot escape harassment by moving to another location. Grouping is their only defense against territorial fish. And this shows that safety in numbers works against mobbing fish, not just against predators. Thank you for your attention. I would like to thank my supervisor, Dr. Antoine Leduc and Mrs. Nicole Pampanian for their support. I am now happy to answer any questions. These are the references.